Well, good morning, YouTube. This is SJ. Got another subject for you. You know, with the way things are going these days, all these shops, and when I'm saying shops, I'm talking motorcycle shops. You know, there was a time when if you wanted Honda, you'd go to the Honda dealership. You wanted Yamaha, you'd go to the Yamaha dealership. Suzuki, same thing. Well, now they've coined the phrase power sports, and so now you can take your bike to any power sports, and there's supposed to be somebody there that's qualified to work on it. Okay, and when I purchased my 2020 Goldwing, I made my way to a genuine Honda dealership. It was still only Honda, and I got the bike there, and I wanted it serviced there because I wanted certified Honda mechanics working on my bike. I didn't want to get to a point where, hey, I'm bringing my bike in and the Honda guy's tied up, so we're gonna have this Yamaha guy work on your Goldwing. I don't think so. Okay, that's just the way I feel about it. Even things as simple as oil changes and tire changes. Okay, so it was time for me to get a set of tires. I've got 11,133 miles on my bike so far, on the original tires. Tires don't look bad, but I know it's time. So I made an appointment to bring my bike to the Honda shop where I purchased it, to get tires put on. Made an appointment because I'm coming from out of town. I'm gonna have to wait, so I want to be able to get my bike in and out as quick as possible. So we set up this appointment, but when I get there, the appointment was between 9 and 9:30. And I get there and it's like right at 9:30 or a little after 9:30. The Honda shop has moved. Okay, that would have been some useful information if you had told me while I was making the appointment that you're no longer in the same location. So I take off and I try to we had talked about where they were moving, and I thought I knew about where it was. Turns out I was completely wrong. So I called them up. Hey man, trying to find you guys. Where are you? Complete other side of the town. Now, to get from one side of this town to the other, you know, we're talking about a 7-minute drive. Okay, so we're not talking we're trying to get across Dallas or across Houston. This shop is in Orange, Texas. If you're ever coming through Texas on Interstate 10, heading to Louisiana or somewhere east, you will drive right through the city of Orange and never even knew you were there. I'm just joking. You would see it, but I mean, it's not very big. I get there and it's 10 o'clock, maybe a couple minutes after 10. We get checked in. That takes a minute, making sure they still had the tires available, and get my bike checked into the service department. So I'm in the waiting area, and the service, one of the service guys comes in, and the service manager comes in and tells me that, asks me if I want them to bring my bike in the shop, or do I want to keep it and go get lunch. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and he tells me that the guys are going to lunch at 11, and I'm thinking, okay, well, you better leave my bike out so I can get something, go get something to eat. Now, a little bit more to this story is that actually I'm working a graveyard shift, and it's a 12-hour graveyard shift, 4 to 4. So I've got to be back at work at 4 that afternoon. So he promptly tells me, well, actually they're going to lunch at 12, and you know, it's about a 2-hour job, and he's going, you bring it back in, you know, right at 1 o'clock, and they'll jump right on it. And I'm thinking, okay, I had an appointment for 9 o'clock. Sure, I was late, let's say an hour. Okay, your guys get here at you open at 9 o'clock, and you're talking about going to lunch at 11. You tell me they're going to lunch at 11. So needless to say, I did not get the tires changed. It was like, man, forget this. You know, I'll just go to the Power Sports where I live to get my tires. I don't have to, you know, travel to Orange to get them. I can do this in the town that I live in. So here it is. It's Tuesday morning, the 26th. I'm going to go back to Orange because they have the tires that I want in stock. So I'm going to go back to Orange, and I'm going to see if we can get these tires put on today. And I'm going to see if that Honda service that I was promised still exists. Okay, the shop opened at 9 o'clock. It's now 9:26. I was hoping that I would be able to get here a little bit sooner, but that didn't happen. So we'll see how willing they are to work with me to get me in, especially since this is my second trip. Try to get these tires, and I'll let you know how it goes. One more quick note. I don't know if you noticed, but in the front of the building, it doesn't say Honda anymore. It now says Indian. Well, as I expected, for a couple of well, different reasons, they have a couple of service techs that are out. One is off hurt, the others have family issues. To be honest, they had no idea I was going to show up today. But like I said, this is going to be to see what kind of service you're going to get from the new motorcycle shop, since it's not a Honda shop anymore. And just saves me from having to come to Orange, Texas, to go to the Indian motorcycle shop. And you see, they don't even have anything Honda on the building at all. So I will not be bringing my motorcycle back to Orange for any kind of service. If these motorcycle shops are going to change, I'm all about loyalty to the brand that I purchased, but I also expect that brand to supply me with service, good qualified service. And when you start mixing up all these motorcycles and under one roof, you don't get that service anymore. Now they did offer to have somebody else do the tires for me that worked at the shop, but he wasn't a Honda guy, and he goes, well, he's changed tires before. Nah, that's not going to work for me, because when I get on my motorcycle, I'm putting my life in somebody else's hands if they are working on my motorcycle. And I want to make sure that the person that's working on my motorcycle know exactly what they're doing. I'm not a mechanic. I could do it myself, but I don't think I'm going to be riding after I do it. I'll have to let somebody else be my test pilot. Anyway, this is SJ signing off. Y'all have a good one.